Hey guys, I am here, and yes, I'm still wearing my pajamas. Is anyone here? I look so tired. Oh my god, I'm so close to the computer. It's not cool. Can't hide, like the imperfections. Who's here? There's 4 people. Oh god. Is anything? Can anybody hear me? Okay. So I don't see anything in the chat. Hi Haley, how are you? Uh, I am like not made for this stuff. Hi Maria. Okay, Zena, not today, Mama. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Tomorrow's Monday. Oh my God. Thank you. All right, good. Just want to see if a few more people jump in. And I'm like running so late today. Hi Susan. I don't know. Still trying to see how this week is gonna go for everybody. I gotta just breathe. We're just waiting. Hello. Oh God. Anything exciting happen for anybody? Any good news? Good news is what I'm looking for. Any breakthroughs? Any aha moments? I need to take a nap eventually. We're gonna be starting off with Scorpio. Well, at least it's because you feel excited, because seriously, otherwise, sleep is needed. Well, rest is needed, is what I should say. Hey, Jupiter. Are you at the movie theaters or are you watching a movie at home? Jupiter. I'm a Scorpio moon. No, I lied. My Venus is in Scorpio. You guys hear Zena, it's because Buster's outside and she can't go outside without me. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like right now, like the anticipation is kind of like building up, and I'm like, okay, am I scared or am I excited? Am I scared? Am I excited? Yeah, I'm a Libra rising and Scorpio. My Venus is whatever controls my emotions or whatever is I think it's Venus. Where is she? I don't even think she's on here. There's somebody that knows my chart because she's been doing it. Hi, uniquely me. How are you? My Venus, right? Yeah, my Venus is Scorpio. Well, we're starting with Scorpio because my girls turned 9 yesterday, and they are Scorpio. So we're just starting with them. Ooh, deep breath. And I guess this is more like for everybody. The energy that is coming in is uh, what's on the menu is karma. You're gonna get served exactly what you deserve. So if you have been putting out negativity or negative energies towards other people or just towards yourself in general, that is exactly what is coming back to you. So as we go through the readings, remember that we are dealing with energy. So if something doesn't fit for you or your person, whoever the sign is, then feel free to harvest season. There you go. You don't understand what I'm saying? Just go ahead and read Jupiter's comments because she gets me. Yeah, I'm not up with everybody else's words. But it's like the sense of it because a lot of people I want to say like at least the past 6 months or so, have been doing things out of selfishness. And being awakened and aware is not the same thing as just being plain selfish and doing things intentionally to hurt other people. So I think that a lot of people are going to come into that reality of realizing the difference and realizing the the outcomes that they have created for themselves because of what they chose to willingly do for against other people or towards other people. So we're going to be starting off with Scorpio. So I am going to, I don't even know what this deck is called. It's my little mini one, the small one that I use. And these are just going to be like quick, like a quick waiting to see like what everyone's energy is at the moment. So I'm going to be doing exactly like I do when I do the end of my water readings, where I pull 3 cards. I'll pull 1 card out for the DM's energy, and 1 card towards his energy towards the connection, and 1 card his energy towards his DF. Now, I know that a lot of people know the meanings of cards and things like that. You can feel free to interpret the cards however you want. Again, I'm going to go by what I feel, not by what the standard meanings of cards are. Yeah, I use my little quotation fingers a lot. And then after I do the 3 cards, then I'm going to pull one of the oracle cards to see what you should be focusing your energy. Yeah, Laura, hi. They're gonna be just general readings for each sign. Just a quick hi Val, 3 card spread and then an oracle card at the end. If anything channels through and comes through, then definitely I will go ahead and say it. With the Scorpio energy, I gotta breathe. There's a lot of when it comes to like mentally anyways, there's a lot of turmoil, a lot of regrets, and a lot of wanting to speak their truth, or clarify certain things, because whether the Scorpio or whoever's connected to the Scorpio, there's some let's just say messed up things, and at this point they're reaping the harvest from those seeds that they planted. And unfortunately, a lot of the Scorpio's energy, when it comes towards what I'm sensing more towards the DMs, are reaping a harvest that has them literally like questioning and doubting everything in their life, because and I know, guys, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at reading this. Maria, okay. I'm also praying for protection, deflection, not to get caught in the crossfire. No, and like seriously, what people don't understand is that if you have decided to stay in that hurt space and not heal and things like that, if you thought that the last, let's say, 3, 4, 5, 10 cycles that you have been in were bad, what is coming into these cycles are 10 times worse. I mean, people are literally going at each other, and the betrayal between people is going to leave a lot of people, especially those that are awakened and those that have chosen to be aware of the things that are going around and how energy works and stuff like that. You're going to be shocked in essence, to like the point like, oh my God, I never thought that person would do that. And that goes like, well, no, that's not specific to one sign, that's everybody. But it's because everyone is so hurt and they are unwilling to heal or take accountability for their actions. So instead of doing the inner work, instead of healing, broken people are coming together. And when you have 2 people that are broken, it does not make a whole. It does not make it better. You cannot heal. In my opinion, let's put it that way. 2 broken people cannot heal each other. You have to be at a certain degree of you have to be healed to a certain degree before you can actually be in a relationship with somebody else, with somebody that is also coming from a broken place, because we're all coming from a broken place one way or another. It is just that, hey guys, it's Angie, the host of my Ugly Truth podcast. I'm a Gemini Sun and Moon and Libra Rising. I'm a Libra Rising too. Yay! I'm learning my I'm learning my charts. I'm getting so excited. But it's kind of sad because it's like, you know, there's some things that I have known for quite a few days, and today I got the confirmation. I wasn't even looking for it, and I was just like, oh my, like it broke my heart to the point where I wanted to cry, because people that I spend years with, and we're talking about like a tight knit group, and it's like marriages have been broken, and people that are other people's godparents and people that would have sleepovers, like, they party and stuff. Well, we all got married young and stuff like that. And it's like now it's like his ex-wife is with this one. And it's like, I was just like, my mouth dropped, because some of these guys, some of these men were friends from childhood, and now they're basically exchanging wives. And I'm like, is there not like, does not, I feel like the people just don't have morals. I'm sorry. There's certain codes that you do not have to verbally say that are just standard, in my opinion. Again, that's just me. Depending having sun, moon, and rising in different elements, the good and balanced. Well, yeah, I have everything like all over the chart for me, anyways. But so just be aware that if you have chosen not to do the work and have chosen to stay behind energetically with those people, those cycles that you have chosen to repeat are going to be 10 times worse. And unfortunately, a lot of those people that are stuck in those energies are going to be there for a very long time. It is going to have to take a massive amount of work from those that are awakened and those that are waking up to help them pull them out of that ditch that they literally have themselves in. No, and that, Angie, that's the thing, is like people tend to get like offended or tend to take things, in a certain way, and it's because they don't like people to call them out on their truth. And you know and it's like how I tell you guys all the time. Hi, Pink Heart Path. um Everything that I say here and the way that I speak to you guys is the same way that I speak to everyone in my life. It's just that simple. Some of you have booked with me different things and stuff like that, and I literally, and I say, like, when I'm texting, I'm like, some things I'll wait a couple of days before I email you or text you back, because I have to feel that you're ready to receive it. But when I get that push, okay, this is what you're gonna say, I kind of sit there and I'm like, seriously, like, I don't even know this person like this. But then I go ahead and I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm saying. What you receive is what you receive. But this is kind of like your wake up call. And, you can take it however you want. You can get offended or not. That's really not my problem. It's not my business, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I was talking to my best friend about this, and her partner is my brother. Like, my brother really. No, and you see, I think that is the biggest issue with us, is that we see instantly when we meet a person the good, um the possibility, and what they are, the ability that they have, as far as like becoming their highest self, even before we knew anything about the journey. And I think that's what makes it so hard, that at one point or another it's like, okay, I gave you advice. I gave you advice. And then I call you out on your bull, and you're still doing the same thing now. Bye. You know? Yeah, seriously. All right, guys. We're gonna get started. Scorpio's energy. But yeah, with Scorpio is just like that regret and that replaying certain moments in their lives, and And like I feel for a lot of the Scorpio, this is like a repeated offense. This is not something new. This is something that they are very aware that when they go into these things, into these betrayal types of energy, they know exactly what they're doing. But the people that they're surrounding themselves with, the people that they are engaging with, or the people that they're getting their encouragement from, are people that, like themselves at the moment, are broken, so are in an essence pushing them forward more into into that ditch. It's like, yeah, go for it, you're right. And it's like, I just wish people would understand that it's not about other people's approval, and it's not about what other people think, because everybody is there for you when you're at your highest, when you're at your best, when you got the job, when you have the car, when you have the money to go out. But the sad thing is that within the Scorpio energies, when either the Scorpio or the person, whoever it is that has done the betrayal, when they have been at their lowest, when they have been, let's say, unemployed, or they have been injured, or they have been broken down emotionally and mentally, none of those people were there. And then the one person, or the very few people that were there, are the same people that they continue to betray. And it's like this time around, when they come around, it's like the other person is kind of like, you kind of got stuck in that cycle, my love. So I'll see you the next one, unless you can actually get all that work done and catch up to me to where I'm at. Because it's no longer going to be about it's no longer going to be about wait, I want to see where Andrew. Oh, I just went on a date with a Scorpio and my kid. That is a Scorpio. Well, I'm a Capricorn sun, and 99% of the guys I dated are Scorpios. Not purposely, but it's just kind of like what happens. As I was looking like into when I was younger and stuff, when I was a teenager and stuff, and I was like, oh shoot. But no, and like it just sucks because they didn't get stuck in that energy, not because they weren't aware, it's because they chose to, because they did not want to let go of whatever temporary satisfaction they were getting from these people. Because it doesn't have to be just one person. It doesn't have to be like that they're in a relationship. It's just the people that they surround themselves with kind of like, gas them up, I guess is the word you can use. Like, oh yeah, you're such a, you're this, you're that. And it's like, yeah, you got this, you got this, you got this. But that is all they're saying. They're not speaking to their soul. They're not speaking to what really is inside. And regardless of how intuitive and how because Scorpios, in my opinion, are very intuitive when it comes to certain things. And it's like they chose to ignore it and just go by, the satisfaction of approval from other people. And it's just sad. And that's not for all, but what I'm saying is like there is a big group of Scorpios that are in that energy, unfortunately. And it's like now you have to do twice the work to catch up to the people that went ahead in front of you. Or that's my dog, not one of my dogs knocking on one of the doors. Excuse me. Now you have to do twice the work, and unfortunately, some of them mentally, consciously, are not going to be able to handle it. They are going to need a lot of energetic support from their DF, because one point or another, some of them are going to feel like they're going crazy. Oh, Andrew, you're a twin flame here. You see, I am like, I really need to start writing things down, because I forget things, and it's like not on purpose, honestly. But I've been watching like some of your videos and stuff, and I'm like, I just kind of like, I don't know, certain people just speak, and you can just like kind of like I don't know, like, you know that. Ah. Wait, was I mixed up? Oh no, Angie was okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. Angie was telling twinkling here. I thought Angie was twinkling. You see, I'm having one of those moments. But still, twinkling healer. I like your stuff. All right. So let's see. Scorpio DM's energy, and then connection, and then Taurus's DM. So again, because I know we have some readers here, go ahead and you put it however you want. So we have the devil. It's actually, can you see it? It's kind of, I don't know if you can see it. Ooh, I'm trying to see if you can take the glare off. So that's the energy that they're in. And I feel like this is kind of like a 50-50. Some of them are like this towards other people, trying to cut certain situations, certain people out of their life, because they're seeing that the door or the window is kind of closing, and they're going to try to like sneak in through the cracks. And some of them are doing this to, like, it's like an internal battle where their ego, unfortunately, is winning the battle. And their soul is really trying to push through because it senses that if they haven't gotten stuck, they're going to be getting stuck in that cycle. And I mean, and as far as like the relationship with their twin flame, we got the hermit, and this is upright as well too. The dreams and the I feel like they're having a lot of dreams in regards to their person and the relationship, the connection, how strong it is. But some of them are staying in that daydreaming stage, not knowing if they're ready or if they want to move forward now, or if if the time is right, I guess. Waiting for like a sign, waiting for like that green light in order to move forward within the connection, because a lot of them do not just realize the damage, but I feel like they have an understanding of how much pain they actually caused the other person, and seeing how the other person was able to heal and was able to move forward. It's like, it's no more about talking. The talk is, there has to be action, there has to be substance to the things that I say, because he or she is going to see right through my BS if I come in with BS. And I feel like that is what is holding those that are, that group that is fighting off these people that are trying to keep them stuck in the energy that they were. And yeah, so for like how he sees his DF is the lovers in reverse. And I feel it's because of that, because he cannot come in. And when I say he, I mean the divine masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, as you guys know, but is knowing that coming in, it has to be like, everything has to be new. And a lot of them, unfortunately, when it comes to in relations to family, so if mothers are involved, you know, not so much like ex-wives and stuff like that, but I mean like blood relatives, that is where the where things get a little tricky, because they know that for a period of time, what you did, they're gonna have to do. And what I mean by that is cutting people off completely and working on themselves, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever it is that you have done to get yourself to what you're at. So that is for somebody that needs so many people's approval, or for somebody that has valued themselves on what they have or the status that they hold in a position like work and stuff like that. that is something really, really big. And it is not that they're not going to do it. It is just they knowing that they have to do that is scary, because if those are the only two choices. They can come back with you and keep all the old energies around, because it's not going to work. So I am not reading none of the chat. So sorry guys, I'll read them later. But all I can say is to the DFs out there that have a Scorpio who's a DM, just know that they're either battling to get away from these people, or they're battling themselves to come through. And we have to continue on doing what we're doing, because we do not want them to come back broken and hurt how they were, because since they've gone through their awakening, it's not a matter of us trying to wake them up anymore. It's not a matter of them trying to recognize the connection anymore. It is a matter of getting to work and getting things done. And you can say 100 pretty words, but if that one action that you take does not match, then it doesn't really mean anything. So the card that I'm going to pull out for Scorpio, or if your person is a Scorpio, so that you can focus on to either help them or help yourself, regardless of who you are in the picture, is the Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. So that is basically, as we all know, we have always talked about like intuition and stuff like that. So see what your intuition is telling you in regards to the situation that you're currently in, and see where that leads you. What is it asking you to do? Because what it's going to ask me, my intuition is going to ask me one thing, and your intuition is going to ask you something else. All right. So I started with Scorpio, and then I'm just going along with like by dates. So the next one is going to be Sagittarius. And with Sagittarius, and whoever feels like time stamping these, go right ahead. Let's go with Sagittarius. Confrontations, petty arguments, or somebody that's trying to, whether you're a Sagittarius or your person is, either with you or with your person, there is somebody that is trying to have petty, unnecessary arguments or confrontations are really not necessary. It's not something that is going to help neither of the people involved grow. So if you have Sag and in anywhere in your chart you resonate with it, and somebody comes at you with something that just kind of like, then don't even bother. Just keep moving forward, because whatever this person is trying to bring forth, it has nothing. You have nothing to learn from the argument or anything like that. So we're going to pick out 3 cards again. So I'm going to pick out one for the DM, and then the connection, and then so Ace of Swords for the DM's energy. The things that are being brought up to the surface, the things that the person wants to argue about, wants to communicate about, are things that are no longer in your energy, are no longer affecting you emotionally. So in an essence, on your part anyways, on the DF part, it has been healed, and you don't feel a need to have to revisit that. Now, what I want you to understand is that your DM has not healed that part, because they have not forgiven themselves either for something that they had said or done to you. So they, in an essence, is in order to try to heal themselves, they're trying to communicate that. So if they come at you in a negative way, or wanting to communicate something that you feel that you really don't want to go into, again, that is up to you if you want to engage in the conversation or not. But do understand that if they do bring something from the past, it is not something for you to heal. it is a part of their healing process as far as like speaking it out. Because as they speak it out, they are taking see, she said this Sag I still argue 24/7. I didn't say Sag wanted to argue 24. I said somebody of that energy. Guys, see, twisting my words. Nah, it's okay. You know, because this is something that the DM's energy in Sagittarius need. They need to be able to, because once they speak it and they hear it coming out of their mouth, then it's real. Then that is, in essence, for them, the first step of taking accountability for their actions. And as far as the connection, it was the Magician came out in reverse, and you see the eye and the feather. Um, there was some information trying to come in either to the DM or the DF, whoever it is in the Sag, that was misinterpreted. It was something, it was like a kind of like an intuition type of thing that was trying to get downloaded. And someone, whoever received the download, didn't get like their aha moment like they were supposed to. And that kind of got things stuck. But as the energy is moving through, I feel like either you're going to have a dream or a similar like intuition message is going to come down in order to help you see what it is that you missed the first time around that they were trying to show you in regards to this connection. And as far as how he sees this DF, is the Nine of Swords. And again, guys, I do not read them like other people do. And it's like, you see how all the swords are going towards the DFs? It's like, to me, it's like, it's not all like, it's not like people are attacking the DF. It's like all eyes are on her. And he's in this energy where he feels like he's going to have to fight everyone in order to get you to even acknowledge who he is. Like he has to go through like all of these people that have your attention or that want your attention in order to get to you. Because you're unbothered at the moment, and when you're unbothered and you're doing you, you attract a lot of people. You would, whether, you know, it can be like walking into the gas station and you have like 20 people talking to you. It's like little things like that. And it's like, they know that in order to get your attention, they're going to have to cut through a lot of people. And some of you are entertaining, excuse me, some of you are entertaining other people. Just be careful with that. That if you are entertaining other people other than your DM, you're being 100% honest and not misleading anybody, whether you're doing it intentionally or unintentionally. When you're in a relationship, regardless of your age, if you can be 100% honest and the person sticks around, then that's up to them. If they don't, then they were not meant to be in your energy. So just an FYI. Because I know we meet people and then we get so excited and this and that, but always be honest with everybody from the beginning. So I'm going to pull out a card of advice for the Sag for this week. And we have the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. So when things are coming up, or when your DM wants to go ahead and bring stuff up from the past, just reflect on what he's saying and don't internalize it, thinking that you have to now restart your healing process. That is not what is going on here, guys. So we're moving along and we're doing Capricorn. Cappies, I don't know. There's a lot going on within your energy. So again, I'm going to pull 3 cards, one for the DM, connection, and DF. So we have the Queen of Wands. Somebody is, can you see? Oh my God, this freaking glare. Seriously, I need somebody to come to my house to help me with these lighting and stuff because this is annoying. The 10 of Cups. is in reverse for the connection. And then we have the Eight of Wands with how he views his DF. So what I'm seeing here is the masculine energy is wanting to come forth and talk, wanting to come forth and communicate. And this is what it is. This is the truth. These are my feelings, and this is what we're doing. So they're taking the stand of wanting to come in like macho man. And if you're a Capricorn, you're a Capricorn female, let's put it that way. Got to put my twin daughter to sleep. So. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's still early over here. They won't go to sleep this early. If you have ever dealt with a Capricorn woman, yeah, that doesn't fly. But you can try. Let's put it that way. I want to be a Capricorn. Yeah, everybody says that, but when you are pictured and the image that they have for you is like the devil, you don't always feel like you want to be a Cappy. I love being a Capricorn because I literally like, that's who I am. But that is how they're coming in. It's like, okay, this is what I did wrong. Like, because it's not that they're coming in without admitting. They're admitting what they did wrong. They're admitting what they learned. But it's like, okay, so I did this. I learned that. Now, this is what our connection is. Because they're telling you. They're not even asking you. And this is what we're going to do. And you're just sitting there like, oh. And it's like, with the connection right now, it's like the Ten of Cups is in reverse, right? But it's like, they honestly, they feel that as long as they put everything out and they say everything, like, you know, they confess, they admit, they speak about what they learn and all of that crap, that it's okay because that's all that's needed. Because in the past, like, you know, they could have been people that either tried to sway you in different ways, whether with material things or, you know, what was the other one? I don't know what else I was gonna say. Sexual or whatever. But now it's like they're trying to come from like an emotional. They're trying to allow their soul to come towards you, but then they see you as the Eight of Wands, the Diab, and you see how the snake is like literally. That's not a snake. I don't know why. See, it's because I'm a devil, right? Nah, it's a ribbon, but it's entangled within the wands, and it's like, even though they're coming in with this energy of like, this is what it is type of thing, they're still choosing the words that that they're using very carefully, because they know that just by the way they speak, you'll know if they're lying to you or not. So the words that are being chosen during this period of time are being thought out very carefully, if that makes any sense. Because it's like what is that phrase? Something to be you're forced to be reckoned with. There you go. See, I didn't forget everything, right? And I've had like a rough past 2 weeks with everything. But so yeah, so when they come in, it's like literally, it's like I can picture like this person reciting in front of a mirror. And as they're driving or coming towards you, they're like, oh my God, okay, no, I have to use this voice. Okay, listen to this, Capricorn. No, Capricorn, we need to talk. No, look, this is what it is, girl. Like, they're literally going through like all these different little scenarios to see how you're going to receive it. But at the end of the day, if they just allow their soul to talk, to come through, the correct message is going to come through. So for the Capricorn, Father Sky, trust in the unknown. And it's like everything is revealing itself exactly as it's supposed to, and you just have to kind of trust that regardless of how things seem at the moment, that is how they're supposed to be. And I hope everybody can follow like how I'm doing this. I don't know. This is like something new. And I just kind of needed a little distraction from everything else. All right. So we are going with Aquarius. So I'm going to pull out the 3 cards. And then it's like, you have to understand that when it comes to energy, because the 3 cards came out together. So I just want to split them. When it comes to energies, we have to remember that we're not all at the same level. Some of us could have already gone through this. Some of us are going through this or are going to go through this. So with Aquarius, the DM is in that 2 of Pentacle mentality. And I say mentality because they're trying to put logic to the connection. They're trying to put logic to the relationship that they want to have with you. They're trying to see it from a logical, not so much of an emotional point of view, because emotionally they know what they feel for you. But in a logical sense of, wait, can this really work? Can we get past the, the drama or the ball that passed that happened in the past? So they're kind of like tittering back between their emotions and their logical mind to like, okay, yeah. So it's like they'll get stuck on something like, but she or he, again, but this is the DM energy. It's like, she doesn't like when I do this. And then the emotion is like, no, like that's something of the past. So it's just like that back and forth. When it comes to the connection, they see it as the 8 of Pentacles. And to me, it's like, and that's a ribbon, not a snake. I know, now I have this snake. You know what? The mouse that I have actually has like a dragon snake, something on it. I don't know, it's the kids. And is wanting to find that balance within the connection where the emotion and the logical can kind of combine. Because even though the attraction is so strong, these are 2 people that can sit for hours and talk about ideas, talk about just anything and everything in general, but wanting to find that balance within the relationship where it's not all physical and attraction and not all just logical, but literally putting them 2 together, which I think is part of amazing. And as far as like when it comes to how he sees his DF is the 10 of Wands. And it's like either the DFs are coming out of this energy of where they were putting out this energy of do not approach me, don't you dare talk to me. But now they're sensing that if they come in now, what they're going to say is going to be received. Whereas maybe 2 or 3 days ago, if they had came in, it wasn't going to be received. It wasn't going to, the connection wasn't going to be there for the communication to go in smoothly. So in essence, they've been, I feel like unconsciously sensing when the right time is to come towards their GI. So I'm going to pull out a card for, oracle card for the Aquarius. Do I have Aquarius in my chart? Yeah, I have. I think my moon is Aquarius because my rising is Libra. Yeah, I think it is. Who knows? Somebody knows. Is she here? I have not read any of the messages, guys. I'm sorry. So for Aquarius is the shapeshifters. Transform and unveil your gifts. And I feel that when it comes to that is some of you need to stop being selfish when it comes to what you're supposed to share with the world. If you're wondering why, I think I have a little bit of everything else. If you feel that you have done everything that you possibly can for this connection, for your DM, for the alignment and things like that, and you're still getting stuck, is because you have chosen to wait for your DM to come towards you to start working on your path, on your mission. And that is not the case here. So Yeah, I'm gonna call you out and find out. Everybody stop being selfish and start sharing your gifts with the world, because that is what we're all here for. Okay. Um, we're it's what was that? Placement and Lilith. Lilith is what, Jupiter? That's your Jupiter phasing, right? I think. Your black moon, I think that's the Jupiter phasing. Anyways, we're moving along to Pisces. So we're gonna pull out 3 cards: DM, connection, and DF. So we have the Fool in reverse, the 3 of Cups in reverse, and the World upright. And again, this is the current energy. I feel that this is walking away from person, like a specific person, or a situation that they went in under false pretenses, where they went in thinking one thing and they realized that the person that they went after was wearing a mask, were completely fake. And now it's like they went in dancing and now they have to get out. And they realized that because of the mistake that they did going into that relationship or into that connection, that this is how they feel. They feel that they have lost, that they have lost their chance with their DF, with their person. Like they're the word that keeps on wanting to come to mind is despair. They don't even know how they can. We can also benefit from knowing which planets we have. Oh, okay. I'm just reading. Sorry. Um, they're really at a point where it's almost like despair. Like, because to them this is what you are. You're the world to them, and they don't know. They don't know how to fix it. They don't even know where to begin to fix the damage that they did. Oh Lord. Another thing I have to add to my prayers today, because their energy is like, my head right now wants to just spin off. They're in a lot of pain. Um, because I mean, it wasn't, to me, it doesn't seem like, two people that was just dating or getting to know each other. This is like, whoever energy that is somebody that had a solid foundation, or had a solid something solid with their person. And it's like, Jupiter, what is the squirrel? They saw a squirrel and they went after the squirrel, and it's like, now it's like, sure, like, it wasn't a squirrel, it was actually a rat. And they're like, shit, I lost my squirrel and chasing a rat. I don't know why that came up, but because the world has, like, the little thing, that the squirrels. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, again, I'm gonna pull out another oracle card, and again, you guys can do this whether oh no, that's way too many cards. That's not loco. Okay, so you got 4 cards. You guys think you're special or something? Hold on. You guys got 4. No, I want to say it's 4. And you know how hard it is to get these things off with my gloves? And no, I'm not gonna be stopping every 10 minutes to run my hands under hot water. I want to keep it because you guys are be okay. Pisces. So we have the guardian angel. So for those that, if your DM is in despair, you're not alone. Dream and journey. I feel like, hold on. And then we have the Shalom Master. Be grateful in movement and action. And then the Hermit, retreat and recharge. Let me just show you. I feel like if your DM really screw you over, like, just pray for them, because they need to know that they're not alone. They need some clarity and some some messages to come through. Like I'm gonna be praying for this energy because I feel hurt. I feel hurt for them, honest to God. Um, and then it's like they're going to be after they get through this rough patch of feeling like that despair, um, taking the time to heal. It's not so much a broken heart, but it's so much um that forgiveness of oneself for the fucked up, sorry guys, things that they did to the person, and then they are going to move in pretty fast with action. So depending on how you connect to your DM, or depending on what you do yourself, when it comes to energies or whatever, those are the things that you can kind of like focus on, because they are in a really tough spot. Oh my God, we're almost at an hour. No, 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 no. Espérate. This is supposed to be like a 15-minute. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. So we're moving along with Aries. I am so mad. I wish that you guys could talk back to me because I'm missing all the chit chatting. I'm extra. You know what, Angie? I don't even watch like telenovelas. I haven't seen a telenovela in like in years. I used to watch them when I was young. I'm not even gonna lie. We weren't allowed to watch them, so my parents were watching, and they would close the door but not all the way. So have like a little crack, and we would sit on the floor, sneak out of our room and watch it from like the floor, like looking into their bedroom and stuff, because we always wanted to watch it. Um, so Aries, we're gonna pull out your 3 cards. But yeah, it was, Pisces is still with me. Their energy. So we have Judgment in reverse for the DM's energy, the 6 of Swords for the connection, and then the 9 of Cups for how he views his DM. And to me, this is whoever the DM's energy or whoever energy this is, the judgment that they received wasn't a good one. In an essence, it's like a lot of guys, let's put it this way, seem to think that they're players, and not realizing that the game is playing them versus them playing. And whomever, 'cause I feel like it's multiple people that they thought that they were playing, were actually playing them, and that has helped them humble themselves to a certain point, realizing that those games are not where his energy is supposed to be invested. With the 6 of Swords, I don't know if you can see. I know my glare, whatever. You see how the swords are like going outward, not coming in towards the ribbon, because it's a ribbon. It's not a snake. I'm gonna keep saying that. Okay, who has a snake in the garden? Somebody has a snake somewhere. Um, they honestly feel, if you could hear the girls, they're like bickering up in the room. I don't know why. They've been like that all day today. Whatever. Um, they feel that if they tell you that, what was it? But then it made me sad because I felt like they had him in front of me. Oh, I don't know. I missed the rest of that part. Angie, sorry, I gotta read that. I feel like the DM honestly feel that if they come and they tell you how they got screwed over, how they screw you over, that can in essence balance things out, because they basically paid for what they did to you or towards you. Um, which kind of makes me feel kind of iffy, because it's like you still don't get it. Like it's not about that. It's I don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to see you in pain. So no, go back to that space and reevaluate what you just learned. So if your person is an Aries, or you're an Aries, whichever, comes towards you and be like, oh, you know, what I did to you was messed up, but you know, so and so did this to me, so you know, I guess, you know, karma, right? Ha ha ha. No, nigga, that's not what you were supposed to learn. Sorry, the N word. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, not meant to offend anybody, because I do consider myself Afro-Dominican, but not nor here nor there. Um, you know, and it's like, that's not what you were supposed to learn. Like, can you go back to that space? And I know, and it's like, you know, I know that at least the past few days I have been very like apologizing a lot, and it's because of what I've been dealing with my family. Like, nobody wants to offend anybody else, and I've been trying to break through that for them, but we're a big family, so you know, my grandmother passed away Thursday until Friday, and there's just a lot of opinion. There's a lot of religion within one big family. Like, we have all types of religion within my family. So there's just a lot. So, you know, finding the correct words to use to kind of get everybody on the same page. Oh no, it's okay. She was 96. Like, you don't understand. We had the opportunity to enjoy her like throughout our entire lives. So it was throughout, you know, our entire life, like our grandkids, great grandkids, her kids. So it was actually quite beautiful, because I know a lot of people don't get to experience that. But you know, that is kind of like in an essence with the Aries. It's like, you know what? No, go back to the space and reevaluate what you were supposed to learn, because that's not what I was wishing on. I wanted you to understand why you were choosing to do that, where you were hurt inside. So depending on how your person comes back, depends on how, whether you're going to allow them to come back, because if they come back with that mentality and you allow them to come back, then just know that you yourself are restarting a cycle that is going to end the same way that it ended in the past. Now, if you are honest with your person and you tell them, you know, that's not what I wanted for you, and I never wanted to see you hurt, and kind of guide them in an essence in whatever way you can, so that they can start healing, then when you restart, you're not restarting a cycle that you know, that you just came out of. And as far as how he views you is the Nine of Cups, and it's like, doesn't matter how many girls or how many guys, depending, you know, because energy, they have not been able to find anybody close to how you are, or how you treat them, or how you make them feel in every aspect of their lives. So they do not want to give up on this, but it is up to you to guide them to heal whatever was causing them to step out, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull out an oracle card for you guys. And I know, guys, this is going on so long. So, Aries, we have White Witch. Be the light. You are to guide them through this. When they come towards you with, if they come towards you with that mentality, so that they can, in essence, go ahead and get that understanding as to why they stepped out, or why they felt like they had to be playing games in the first place. So we're going to move over to Taurus. Okay, things got real quiet and serious. Somebody doesn't want to speak the truth. Who is holding off on whom? So you have the DM's energy. Hazel and Amelia. All right. Two wanted to come out for the two cards came out for the connection. Hazel and Amelia, please keep it down. Thank you. This is your energy, the Eight of Wands. There's something. My lower back is hurting. Sorry, guys. Within this the Taurus energy, there's somebody that does not want to speak. So you know when you talk a lot of crap and I'm never going to, I'm never coming back to you. Da, 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 da. Yeah, somebody's eating their words, or is going to be eating their words very soon. But the connection, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups came out together. They are upset at the fact that all the things that they said towards their person, they have, like, literally, it's like, it's not even like one big swallow. It's like every single word they're gonna have to swallow right back, because one, materialistically or financially, they have lost a lot. They have the outside world has kind of come crushing down in every aspect, whether they lost their job or whatever it is, since they kind of like separated themselves from the connection. And emotionally, when they're not with you, when they're not connected with you, they're empty. There's nothing there. It's just emptiness. Um, so if your person went ahead and insulted you or told you all of these things of, like, you know, how this and this and that, it's like they're eating their words. And they feel like you're going to receive them as the Six of Wands in reverse, like that I told you mentality. Now, I know that the DFs out there are not going to do that. You guys are actually going to be the bigger person. You're going to listen and give advice if you have to. But we're not going to go into that lower energy of feeling, well, I forget she's not reading the whole time. Well, that's mind blowing. Huh? I'm so lost. What do you mean by that, Angie? Um, you have to understand that exactly, and that's exactly what you have to do. It's like, don't um, don't allow your ego to come out and play in that area. Our ego is to come out and play when we have to put people in their place, when we have to put people that want to try and come into your energy and want to come and overtake your peace or anything like that. So at Dream Queen, I don't know what you mean by that. What, Angela, you were just saying, I was saying you can't see what you're typing. What do you mean? I'm so lost. You're talking about something literally after I wrote it in the chat, but you weren't even reading the comments. It was, oh yeah, like I'm trying to catch the comments, but it's like I'm missing most of them. I'm sorry. And I will go over them. Probably not tonight, probably after Wednesday, because we have the funeral on Tuesday and the burial on Wednesday. So I'm not gonna do certain things until after that. But or maybe later if I don't get any sleep. So yeah, just be the bigger person, because when somebody is hurt and they're admitting that they're hurt and they're admitting where they went wrong, and you come at them with this mentality or this way of speaking, you're actually not helping the situation. You're just putting them down more, and that's not what we're here for. So for Taurus, the same thing came up, the White Witch. I sort of got, like, I don't know why. Be the light. It's the same thing, but it, like, I feel like this is like leading more by example, um, than more than a guidance type of thing. It's like more, the more you act a certain way, then the more other people are able to follow your actions, kind of like what you're doing, if that makes any sense. So we have Gemini. I don't even know how many. Does anybody know how many we've done? I don't think we have that many left. I know everybody wants to go to bed because everybody has to work tomorrow. Well, some of you are. Gemini. Hmm. So, Geminis, where are we today? Okay. So all three of your cards came out in reverse. We have the Hierophant for the DM's energy, the Page of Swords for the connection, and the High Priestess as how your DM views you. And I think I can sum this up in one freaking sentence. Both of you put your pride and your freaking ego to bed and start communicating. These are two very stubborn people that need to seriously just move towards each other, because he's over here dreaming and making plans of all the things that he wants to do with his DI, but he's not speaking on it. He's not saying anything. He's taking actions behind the scenes, but not communicating that with his female. So she's here like a freaking asshole. Like, 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 so it's not only that he's not communicating, it's like she is completely unaware of the actions that he's taking behind the scenes. And it's like, sweetie, for the DMs, if you don't move, if you don't start talking, if you don't start communicating, then she's trying to disconnect from the connection, because at this point she doesn't feel and she doesn't sense, and it's because of the way that the communication between the two of you has been. But it's not you, okay. Blue Gem, it's not you, and that's the thing is, I know that we're all in different situations when it comes to our DM or DF. Some of us can reach out just to say a simple hi, some of us can't. I can go years without speaking to a person, and if they come to mind, I don't care how things were left when we left it. If I feel like texting you or calling you or sending you an email just to check up on you, I will. You receive it if you receive it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not saying like to other DFs there to go ahead and be like, oh my God, you need to go ahead and communicate. But what I am saying is that both of you are literally in the same energy of stubbornness. I tried to stop myself. If not, I can't be. I can be over. No, and I get it, but it's like sooner or later, one or the other is going to have to break the silence, because the only thing that has this connection on hold right now is the communication. If you have social media, I don't know if you do or you don't. Love my Zodiac, but sometimes don't feel connected to it. What sign is that? That's your name is Monkey? Okay. I don't know the signs images. I'm still learning about like zodiac signs and stuff like that. This I've been able to do since before I knew anything about zodiac signs. So does anybody know what sign that is that he or she put in? Oh, Leo. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to see what it looks like. It looks like a girl with like a ponytail to me. Yeah, I'm in one of those energies today. Leo. Have we? I don't think we've done Leo. No, I don't think so. We're coming. You're Leo. My mom is a Leo. Very stubborn people. It's like my way or the highway. So for Gemini, your card is the guardian angel. You are not alone. And it's like both of you are not alone. So if you connect with your person telepathically or through dreams, really go right ahead and do so. If you're feminine, if you're a DF, then connect with your energy so that with your masculine energies too, allow him to know that you're ready to receive, the the communication to go forward, that you are able to receive the love, that you are able to receive everything, so that then the DM can freaking move forward. Because the way that you guys are stuck is really it's irritating to the point that it's like, it's just because of the communication, that it's not because things have to be healed or this or that. It's just the communication is not coming through. I guess somebody wants to do like a grand gesture or something towards somebody, but in an essence, it's like, as you're planning or working on that gesture, the DFs is kind of like trying to disconnect and trying to see if it is still even worth it. So we're moving along to Cancer. My daddy's a Cancer. So we have the DM connection, and then we have sources DM. So we have the Ace of Cups in reverse for the that actually looks really good. That I think that's like a latte or something. I don't know. The DM's energy. We have the Six of Swords for the communication in reverse, and then we have the Hangman in the upright for how he views his DM. I feel like the DM energy in the Cancer is feeling for lack of words, not knowing how to put into words his emotions towards his DM. Because I feel like when it comes to the connection, I don't know, I feel like they, not that they held back like affectionately, but emotionally, as far as like words, and really letting I know mine has even when he had oh, sorry, I'm being nosy, Jupiter, sorry. I just feel like that sense of like, there was things that I should have said. There were phrases, words, there were things that I should have communicated that I never did. And now wondering if they communicate that towards you with the Six of Swords in reverse, is like, is it, is she ready to receive it? Or is she even willing to receive it anymore? There you go. Because I feel like how can I put it? Because I don't feel that the feminine is in that Hangman position. Or she doesn't seem to be in the Hangman position to the to her DM, because he sees her going about like her day to day. But when it comes to like her emotions and her soul, she is waiting for her DM to come forward. So it's like his soul recognizes that she, even though she's living her life and she's doing everything that she has to do, she still is waiting, for her person. But he sees it in the physical, as she has moved on, and he's in this regret, emotions of, I hope that's not you, Jupiter, texting me. Somebody's texting me, and I don't have my phone with me. It's in the girls' room. And they feel that if they would have communicated or said certain things to you when they were with you, then maybe you wouldn't have moved on, even though you really haven't moved on, which is kind of like the silly stuff. It's like they haven't moved on. They're waiting for you, but you're so stuck in your I should have said, that you're not even realizing that they're still holding that space for you. Tina teacher, yeah, I think I did Pisces already. Yeah, we did Pisces. Oh yeah, I did Pisces. There's a lot of hurt there. For the DM. No, it's not you. Hey, I only have like a handful of people that actually text me. or that whose text actually come through. So for Cancer is the Mirror Guardian, and I feel this is more for the DM's energy. They need to reflect, and they need to come to the understanding that just because something wasn't said in the past does not mean that they can be said now. We have to, in an essence, stop worrying so much about the things that we didn't do or the things that we didn't say, and just live in the now. Oh look, we're almost done. We have 3 more. Leo. So the little ponytail, the girl with the ponytail. So that's what it looked like to me, anyways. Leo's energy. Um, I just have this sense of like Leos are so strong, but you underestimate yourself a lot. And I don't think that you guys, some of you guys, and I say guys like just in general, really, oh DM had to surrender to Wonder Woman. Hell, seriously, Wonder Woman. When it comes to Leo, like that's the energy that I'm sensing. Is like you don't even understand how strong and how powerful you are, and and it's sad. And it's not so much because you're stubborn, because we're all stubborn, but for whatever the reason, there has been situations that have put the Leos kind of like taken some of their confidence away. And I think it's just a general thing. I don't know why. So the DM is in this Queen of Pentacle in reverse. All your cards came out in reverse. 6 of Wands was the connection, and the Ace of Cups and for how they view their DMs. Whatever it was that you were trying to, the DM were trying to accomplish, whether work or whatever they were trying to build with another person, whatever it was that, whether it's a person, family member, job, career, business, a move, whatever it was that the DM or whoever in this connection chose over their DM, has not succeeded, has not grown, has not taken off. Yeah. And it will not succeed. It will not grow. It will not take off because whatever this was that you were trying to build, that you were trying to connect with, was not meant for you. Wait. I'm sorry, guys, if you guys can hear the kids. 6 of Wands in reverse. I feel that within this Leo, the Leo connection, there's a person that is very intuitive and that has tried to speak to their person, DM or DM, whatever it is, in regards to guys, can you close the door? Certain investments, whether again business or whatever it is, financial, people, whatever. You have tried. No, they can go from like 0 to 100 like seconds, and then you have the 2 dogs involved. Let's keep it down. Uh, we're Spanish, so we don't know how to talk loud. Low, we're always loud. But I feel like there's a person within the connection that was trying to warn the other person not to go down that path, and they didn't listen. And now it's like, how do I tell them that they were right and I was wrong? How do I tell them that that their intuition was correct, or that their advice was right, and I didn't listen. And they're going back and forth on trying to figure out how to communicate with that. But the sad thing is that they feel, guys, can you please close the door? He's not taking anything. Just close the door. They unfortunately feel that they have lost your love, that they have lost you, and and that's sad because it's like they haven't. Just because you didn't take my advice, just because you didn't listen to what I had to say, doesn't mean does not mean that I love you any less. So whether your person is a Leo or you're a Leo, you know, just stay in that love feeling, because because it's hard when we feel that our person has stopped loving us, to be honest with you. um So, guys, like it takes you a couple of seconds to set an intention to pray for other people, to send other people's love and stuff like that. And just think about how you have felt when you have been in that place. I know one of my eyes is like so dry, and I don't have my eye drops, but like in the kitchen. So I'll be like putting them in. So I'm gonna pull out a card for the Leo's energy. Guys, thank you. It's so funny because the boys don't like the girls in their room, but then the boys are always going in the girls' room because they're older. Um, Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. And I feel like that's in an essence more for the feminine energy, the DF, because I feel that you have seen that whatever your person connected to the Leo's energy went into has not succeeded. And what was that? She said even on the phone. I don't know. And you're kind of in an essence like, yeah, I told you, I was right. Even if you're not saying that directly to them. Derek, I asked you to go to your room. Um, and it's like, yes, you were right, but you were right in a sense to not to gloat about it, but to help advise other people. So because you have been given the ability or the gift to allow to be able to tell somebody or to give good advice, does not give you the right to be prideful about it. So just kind of be careful how you handle that energy when everything either is going bad for your person or starts to go bad. Because remember, it is that season that whatever you are sending out to the universe is exactly what you're going to get back. Virgo. This for you, Jupiter. Am I putting you on the spot? No, I think everybody knows that you're Virgo. Virgo sun. Um, so yeah. So let's see. You know what the funny thing is? I've been home the whole day, and these kids have been completely quiet. The minute that I decide to go live, everybody wants to be loud. It's also quite almost, it's almost 10. So 10 o'clock, everybody has to go to bed. Virgo. Virgo's up. You know what? I'm surprised. Buster is right here, like underneath my desk, like passed out. And Zena, I don't even know where she at. She living her life right now. Like, woo, I'm free. And he's sleeping. He's forever sleeping. Virgo, okay, what's going on? Your cards don't want to come out? They're like sticking to each other, but I can't even pull them out. So I guess we're gonna skip Virgo and go right on to the last one. Oh yeah, Zena can be really, 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 really. I just finished. Yeah, you missed like all of them, Miss. What is it, Nicole? Okay, we just finished Leo. Eight of Swords for the DM energy for Virgo. The Four of Cups in the reverse, and then the Four of Wands in the reverse. Now, the Eight of Swords, that's his energy. Breaking some ties, breaking away from certain things. The Four of Cups is in the reverse. Now, if you hold it like this, and again, I don't read cards like everybody else does. Don't tell your business. Well, sorry. You see how there's like 3 cups pouring into 1 cup, but if you put it in the reverse, it's like it. We'll get into that because my mind just be going somewhere else. And then we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. The DM's energy connected to the Virgos are they're cutting. Yeah, I'm trying to get the words together. They're cutting certain people and certain connections out of their lives because they're feeling that the connection that you have with them is slipping away. So before that, like you see how only like it's only across like once on the ribbon, and then it's like here it's like right before the last thread falls off. They need to clear all of this crap off so that they can just come forward. Wherever they were investing their energy as far as you know, I feel like they were investing their energy in a lot of things, not so much people. Things that are meant to be important, things that you're meant to do, things that you are that are supposed to be priorities, things that are supposed to be organized, things that are like just stupid little things that at the end of the day don't mean anything. And if there was another person involved, whatever, that is nor here nor there, because that's not where I feel like the main focus of their energy was. The main focus of their energy was on on which are the craps. And kind of releasing that because it's like none of those little things that they were investing their energy with was helping the connection. And what has to be the main focus, where their energy has to be invested, it is you, the connection, the building of the two of you in as one. So there's not a question of you receiving the communication when it comes in. It is I'm gonna laugh. Your expectations of how the communication is going to come in, your expectations of his actions, your expectations of how quickly or how slow things are going to move, whatever it is that you are, because we have, as females, we have the tendency to fantasize as how our person is going to come in, as to what we're going to ask for, as to what we need, as to what we want. And it's like the things that you're asking for, the things that you want, the things that you're hoping for are not the things that are coming in. What is coming in is bigger. What is coming in is stronger. And you have to stay aligned. You have to stay balanced so that when all of that comes in at once, you are not thrown off balance and out of fear of so much coming in at once, you don't push it away. So we have to breathe and allow ourselves to receive the love that our DM is bringing the way that he is bringing it. Because you're asking for an 8th-grade relationship and he's asking for marriage. So get your mindset to that point. Welcome to the hi. I know I catch like every 30 message or something. I don't know. Be ready for what is coming in. You too, like you have so many oracle cards, because this is not middle school, my love. We're in the world, real world. Shed Old Skin came out. These are the Oracle cards that came out. She Will Unleash the Wild Within. The Spirit Fox, Trust Your Talents and Changing Times. And Stag, Trust and Thrive. I feel this and this is more for the DF energy when it comes to the expectations of what you're having. Let all of that go and allow yourself to believe and imagine in the impossible. Believe and imagine in the I'm just out of the word I was like, not the romance of it, but like the magic of it, the magic of how a person, when, because for us it's very hard to believe that our DM can transform in such a way, but if you look at yourself as you went through your transformation, it was a beautiful thing. It was magical, and that is exactly how it's coming in. The ring, yeah, and not this little diamonds. I mean, big diamond. So allow yourself to go to that space of the impossible, of the magic, of the beauty, of the romance. Because if you continue to stay in that energy of wanting an eighth grade relationship, then do not complain when that is what you manifest. Because that's not what your person wants. And for the other two are the Spirit Fox, and that is Trust Your Talents and in Changing Times, and Trust and Thrive. And I feel that's more for the DM's energy. They're going to have to trust that the way that they're coming in is ¿Y dónde tú vas, muchacha? Oh, because there's something on her couch where she likes to sit. I have something on there and she's pissed now because she can't lay on it. So she's like barking at the stuff that's on there, like get off my couch. Know that you have to he wants to get to that point where he knows that however he comes towards you with the grants of everything, you are going to be able to receive it and not feel like it's too much, because in their head, in their heart and their soul, it's not too much. There's no such thing as too much for their person, if that makes any sense. So we're moving along with the last one is Libra. And now I did really seriously, like anybody should be able to talk to me, even though that would be kind of cuckoo, but we could take turns. We take numbers. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Because this sucks. I mean, I'm gonna have to have somebody here reading the messages for me. So Libra, last but definitely not least, Libra rising. So and my two older sisters are Libra sun, and they couldn't be any more opposite from each other, like in every aspect of the way, which I always thought was funny, because they are 11 days apart. 11 days apart. And one of them is actually with the Libra. They're 5 days apart in the birthdays. And they're also complete opposite, which is funny. Personality and stuff like that. But they do balance each other out, which is kind of weird. Because I feel like it's hard when you have two signs that are the same together. I don't know. Something wants to come through. She wanted to lay down on the floor. Now she's pissed. You okay, Mama? So Libra, what's going on with it today? Getting clarity in a situation, something that has to do with your inner self, having a breakthrough, like an aha moment, and not so much an aha moment of clarity, like, oh, I understand. It's like, oh, shoot, yeah, I gotta work on that type of thing. So it's like an admitting type of thing for that something within yourself has to I just keep on staring at the. I make these little thingies, like, you know, so I know which ones I'm doing, and it's like I know that I have to, that this change has to be made. Mhm. The DM's energy is King of Swords. Connection is the Emperor, and then the way they view their person is the Three of Swords. And I actually love that card, the way it looks, and it's on the reverse, but it's beautiful. Um, this is a DM energy that is getting to work, getting the since they have the inner knowing that they have to change something, that they have to work on something, that they have to heal something, that they have to release something, that they have to release people, that they have to release situations, that they have to change their perceptions on things and things like that. They're getting right to work. This is all about self inner work, self healing, self everything, and they're not taking it lightly. They're going full force, regardless of who or what tries to stand in their way. They are not backing down. They're not stopping till they reach that point where they feel like they are them again, who they truly are. And the way they view the connection is the emperor. And I just feel like they know that by doing this, by healing, working on themselves and things like that, they are able to have a relationship with that person, because the connection that the two have is not so much that it's unlike anything they've ever had. It is unlike anything they've ever dreamt of or could have even imagined. So they will do whatever it is that has to be done to make sure that this connection is safe, that this relationship is safe. And they're not willing to back down. They're not willing to allow that type of relationship connection to slip away. And then the way they see you is the Three of Swords. And it's like you see the two swords like going down, and then there's just one going up, but they're all entangled in the same ribbon. And it's like I know I know that in order to come towards you, I know that in order to approach you, I have to come corrected. I have to come healed. I have to come as the king that you have always seen inside of me. So whatever I have to do to come back to you like that, then I am going to do it. Because your soul is actually connecting to yours. They are in that place of allowing their soul to lead the way. You hear him? Who's a pretty good. He has these little voices that he does to these dogs. And then he gets them. No, but listen to this. You know, like how they say, like the runner and the chaser. He is such a runner, right? He gets these dogs, and I'm getting your oracle cards, but he gets these dogs so excited, and he pets them for like 2 seconds, and then he leaves. And then he wonders why they chase him back to the room, because it's like, especially her, like you can't pet Xena for like 2 seconds and then run away. That's not gonna work. You gotta stay there for like an hour. She's a girl, like a girl, attention seeker. No, not really. But if you give her the attention, she doesn't want you to. You hear him, right? I try my best to like get these kids to like stay out, and it's like next time I'm gonna go live, I'm not even gonna say anything, and you're gonna see how quiet. Because I try to tell them to be quiet so I can do it, and it's like, no, that's a mistake. Next time, I'm just gonna hop on, right? But that's the thing. I'm using the boys' laptop, so because they have the gaming laptop, so it's actually kind of So I have to tell people. True. Anyways, Libra, medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. And I feel that this is the energy the DMs in, because they know that they have to come in the right way, and they're honoring that part of their soul. They're honoring that part of themselves in order to be able to move towards their DFs. Oh, I got everybody, right? Please tell me I got everybody, because according to me, I got everybody. I got everybody. Right? Yeah, I think I got everybody. I got all the signs out there, I think. This takes a lot of energy. I don't know how you guys, some people be doing this thing like every day and like like, I don't know. I don't know how people do this every day. I don't know. I just keep saying, I don't know, because shoot. And now like all of your energies now are like on me. Now like I need to have that like a hot bath to kind of shake it off. Or your DFs energies are like, it's like, let me breathe. Oh look, I got another one. You see, hot. I'm a hot mess. No, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Sorry. The hot mess was the green one. Well, guys, I am going to. Yes, you did. Oh, thank you. I'm going to read through the chat. I'll see. I didn't put the kids down to bed at 10. Let's go, Jim. But I want to say thank you for joining me and dealing with my hotness. I needed this though. I needed I needed to do something different to kind of like family life. Yeah, seriously, family life always. Have a good night, Jocelyn. Thank you guys for tuning in. And for those of you that have purchased the we're calling it, because you guys keep changing the name, the Trinity package, correct? I received an email today and it was overwhelming. And you know, this is the reason why we do this. It is, you know, people always want to say, oh well, if you really did it from your heart, you wouldn't like charge or anything, but you also have to understand, some of us, this is what we do. We don't have a job outside of this, and we try to keep, you know, prices or whatever, like to the like a fair amount and stuff like that. But to me, what fills my soul, fills my heart, is when I read these emails from people and they express how, not just myself, but how Raquel and Laurie have helped them, how we're changing people's life. Because I personally don't want anybody to ever go through anything that I went through. I don't want anybody to be in a hurt place. I don't want anybody to have to go through certain things if they don't have to. If I can share my experiences and in essence help you avoid some of the mistakes that I did, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, you know, when I read, and I read the emails, I read everything. I just sit there like for like a moment and I just kind of like soak it and like, you know, because, and it's not about pride. It's about knowing that what you're doing is the right thing. Because we may sit here and make videos, we may sit here and look confident or whatever you want to call it, but at the, you know, we also have those doubts. Am I doing the right thing? And am I providing the correct services? Am I providing the, you know, the correct advice and stuff like that? And by having people communicate and letting us know that we are doing it, to me, it fuels me to keep on going, to keep on moving forward, and not to lose sight as to why I started this. And that's why I started it, because I literally want to help as many people as I possibly can. My energy. Oh, you're welcome, Celia. To me, you know, because of the way the energies work with me, it does take me a little longer, you know, to finish like a reading or to finish whatever. But it's really because I try to see what the person can receive at the moment, because I don't feel that, you know, yeah, we offer readings. You can get 20 readings from me back to back. But if I'm not giving you the guidance to go with that reading, if I'm not giving you the advice, if I'm not allowing you to learn or to figure something out on your own, then I'm not doing anything. What I'm doing is enabling you to always need my services. And that's not what it is. Um, I'm here to provide services, but with the intention that through my services, you are going to learn to connect to your intuition, to connect to your higher self, so that you yourself can blossom, can come out. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I mean, I sit down and I read the emails and I just kind of like, it's like, we did it, you know? And I say we, because, you know, like I said, I believe in God. Everybody calls it different and that's fine. But to me, it's like, we got it. Like, you know, and yeah, and I'm human, so I do it. Sometimes I get frustrated because it's like right there. Like they typed it. How can they not see it? And then it's like I'll go and I'll sit down and I'm like, you just focus. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. And it's exciting and it's I it brings life like into me to see how like when you guys get your aha moments and it's like you guys are you guys are thinking that I'm giving them to you. It's like no, I'm just helping you pull it out. I'm helping you see it. But the only way that I'm allowed to help or assist is because you allow me. So I am personally very grateful for anybody that allows me to connect with them in that way and that allows me to help them realize, because a lot of the things are usually right there. You can usually like, they're like literally facing you, like, you know, they're right in your face and you just kind of miss it just because you're either distracted with, you know, the kids or the house or whatever it is. And it's like, you know, I have the tendency to tell people when they send me certain messages or whatever, like just write me what you think. And a lot of people when they're writing to me, they get their aha moment because as they're writing it, they're seeing it. So that's what I'm a very big believer in. Well, guys, yeah, we're almost hitting like 2 hours. Like we gotta like cut this end this. No, but I wanted to say thank you. I know that I saw some stuff about people asking for donations, so whoever donated, thank you. Because I really didn't get to see everything on the chat. I will. There's a couple of things that I want to get out to everybody tomorrow. I want to do. It's been brewing inside of me, and I feel like there's a little piece that is still missing, I guess, before I can actually go and make the video. So the intention is for tomorrow to do a DF to sell video because I feel like there are there's some things that we need to call ourselves out on. So that will be interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, and a few other things that I wanted just to like probably put out for you guys. Still thinking of um, how I'm gonna do it. Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll be home Tuesday morning, but not Wednesday afternoon or evening. We're going to the funeral, and then on Wednesday, I'm gonna be in the room just spending time with family. So if anybody tries to reach me through email or anything else on Tuesday and Wednesday, I will be completely like my energy is not. So I kind of like disconnect in an essence, unless somebody's like having like a real bad emergency and their energy is able to see through. Then I kind of disconnect and I just connect. I kind of put my family and my oyster with me, and how I do. I always say like how I protect my energy, and then I just focus on my family's energy so that while we get through the next few days. So those are really the updates. Oh, and I do have the Facebook and the Instagram. And Miss Pleats, you made me get Twitter, and I still don't know how to use that thing. So if anybody can really break it down, like how they have like books for like dummies and stuff like that, break out Twitter for dummies for me because I be posting things and it's like, am I supposed to tag somebody every time I post like a tweet or something? Because I don't get that. So we'll see what happens. And So my Facebook and my Instagram are mainly motivational quotes that I'm trying to do. If I start to put like messages, not readings, but like a message that comes through, something that I channel or stuff like that, then I would definitely let everybody know on the channel so that they know that that is available there. But there was no reading or anything like that on Facebook or Instagram. As of right now, until I hit 1,000 subscribers, I have to do live chat on the laptop. I can't do them on the phone, which the phone would be much easier because then I can go ahead and do it anywhere. So I get frustrated like when I'm driving or I'm somewhere and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could do a live right now because like the energy that comes in is so strong and it's like I'm ready. But I have to wait till I get home. So what else? I think that's it. I hope everybody had fun and enjoyed. I know it was like super long. Um, that was not my intention at all. To have it that long. Honestly, but, you know, I chit chat so much. Guys, have a good night. And I always tell Jupiter the air smelled different today. Seemed. You're welcome, Blue Jam. There's something. I don't know how many people actually pay attention like to how the air feels and smells and stuff like that. There's something very calming, like calm, relaxing, this gentleness feel to the air all day today. Really like serenity is the word that wants to come to mind. That is what's in there. Serenity. Well, we are done because now I'm like super tired. And I need to I can take a nap. Thank you guys, and we'll see. Maybe we can do this every couple of weeks. I'm not committing to anything. It's when it comes. And I had the urge to it today. So, you know, I woke up this morning. I was like, you know what? Took a shower and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's a PJ day. And I was like, yeah, I went food shopping and everything with my onesie. It's a onesie pajama. And yep, I went everywhere with my onesie. My sister, I saw my sister. She's like, you came out like that? And I was like, you came out like that? Yeah, I went out in my PJs. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys real soon. Thank you for the love, support, and everything. Bye. And.